Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. Ready to bring you some more info on anything financial, stocks, real estate, saving money, how to get ahead in life, and doing better for yourself. So today, I want to get to how to fix your credit score. Obviously, this is one of the biggest hurdles of your life, probably, is fixing that credit score. Basically, your credit score is like a lifeline. Obviously, if you want to take out a loan or anything like that, it's, that's what the banks, look at. That's like your history. And that's basically a financial history. And they see that and they can tell what kind of person you are financially and how responsible you are with your money. And this is like one of the first things I need to do before I could even get into real estate was to fix this credit score so I can get a property. And then this kind of started me off. But for some, I was, like the super rich, they don't even need a credit score because they base, mostly they base what they're going to loan you on what the property can make. But that's when you get really up there and big time. You think the Grant Cardones or the Robert Kiyosaki's are worried about, their credit score because they have all the money in the world, obviously. But the bank, looks at what something can make. But in the beginning, starting out, for the simple investor, it's all about fixing that credit score. First thing you got to do is actually get a copy of your credit score, because how can you fix something without actually seeing, what's going on? Because a few of you, especially beginners, don't even know what your score is. If you had no credit at all, that means it's like, that means if you haven't used a credit card at all, it's probably low. Because there are some people that think just because you haven't done anything bad in your credit history, it should be good. But that's the opposite. If you don't use credit, it would be low. And if you haven't paid things on time, like bills or anything like that, it would also be low too. So you have to go to like there's like 3 major credit bureaus, and that's where you would find your credit score and see if there's any errors or any issues. Because obviously there might be something inaccurate with your credit report, and this is when you would dispute it. And if you find any mistakes, basically you file a dispute with the credit card bureau, and hopefully they can correct it or remove it from your credit report, and that can fix it for you. Another thing to get your credit score up, and this is probably what most people will tell you, if not everyone, just pay your bills on time. Don't pay a day later. Pay early, actually. So if your bills are due on the 1st, pay in the last week of the month. Why wait to, chance? Because what if there's a holiday? What if you run to an emergency? What if you get in an accident? Life, things happen. And when things happen, they're unexpected. So you're not expecting, certain things to happen in your life. So the easiest way is just to pay it off early, always on time. Because if you don't, that's when you get hit. And then it's harder once they put it on your credit report that you didn't pay on time to get it removed or for it to be expunged. And you want to establish a record of paying consistently on time. They do look at that because they look harder on the late payments, obviously, because one late payment it's probably equal to 10 on-time payments. So just think about that. So every time you're actually late with payment, it's like you just lost 10 good payments that were on time, or 12. So just be consistent and pay them on time and as fast as possible. Obviously, the other thing is for your credit card, they look at your balances. So if you're owing thousands and thousands of dollars, the key is to keep reducing that. And a rule of thumb, what I always do is I pay extra. I always pay extra. And it depends on the credit card. You might have a Sam's Club card, a credit card, or a Lowe's credit card. And that's why I basically have the credit cards. Not because I really need them. Because I can use a debit card. I'm not at the point where I'm going crazy. Credit card companies want you to be sucked in and to pay late and to pay all these fees. That's what they want. That's why they always give you bonuses, and they basically invite you to use the card. Yeah, and just think about this: you can't get a loan for a house with bad credit, but you can get a credit card with bad credit. So you see how that works? They're just trying to suck you in, and then you can become trapped, and then you can't get out. You're obviously paying 5, 10, 15% interest on a card, and it's just better not to buy something than to keep using it. Don't use money you don't have, because that's what I see people doing. When it's not your money, it's easy to spend. Same thing like when you work at a job, and you since it's not your company, you don't mind wasting running the water or wasting supplies, because it's not your thing. It's not yours. But if it's your own company, you're going to watch every nickel and dime that goes in and out. So the same thing with your credit card. When it's not your money, you seem to not mind spending all of it. So, spending most of it on stuff you don't need, and this is what where it spirals into a snowball, and then you're stuck paying all these fees and everything, and you can just never catch up. So like I said before, key is just to reduce that debt, and pay extra, and get it down as fast as possible, and then get rid of it. You gotta also know your credit limit. And you gotta also try to keep your balance. I think they want you to keep your balance below 30 or 25%. That's what they want. If they can see that means it looks like you're maintaining your financial basically independence, and they feel like this is a good sign that you're in control of your finances. Also, create a budget. That's why you need to budget everything in your life. Like I say, when you're on a diet, you need to write down all the foods you eat so you can see what you're overeating and what's causing you to gain weight. Same thing like credit card. You need to write it down. Write down what you're spending your money on, and that's where a budget comes in, because now you don't see it until you write down and you see how much you spend on all these little things, these small things that add up over time. I know you're gonna say in your mind that it's only $1, it's only $2, only $3. Well, all this adds up. If you ever met a business owner, most of them, they keep track of every little thing that goes in and out, because that's where money's lost. like food costs, every little thing that's lost. If you don't keep track of it, that's how you lose money. And you have to think like a business owner. And your business is yourself. The business is you. You got to think of yourself as like you're managing yourself. You're managing a business. So you are your own business, and you got to manage your finances. So every little thing that comes out, you're accountable for. So if you're making $100 a week, which I guarantee people are making more than that, they should, hopefully. But if you're making $100 a week, you're trying to maybe keep 20% reserve and 80% to take care, pay off your bills, etc. So that's how you have to think. You always have to have reserves and an emergency fund. This will help you, always have enough money just in case you need to pay down any bills or anything like that. So I would say hold back 20%. That's what I would do. That's my opinion. But always, say 20% of what you make and leave it in the bank, and just consider this like an emergency fund. And try not to basically accumulate more debt, because yet you try to pay off all these loans, and then later you're actually spending more and buying more stuff, and you're not fixing the problem. You are the problem. So you gotta get a handle of really the budget's the key. What you're spending your money on day after day. If you're buying, the easiest way, like if you're buying name brand, maybe buy off brand that's still the similar quality. It's not all about supporting the top guys in the world, because you are who are you supporting, like the rich guys. Sometimes there's a comparable item for a lower cost, and if it tastes similar or tastes almost the same, go for it. It's all about you taking control of what goes in and out of your account all the time. So the last thing, don't close the credit cards. Like, even though you're not using them, when you close them, they obviously impact your credit. The key is to, have them open and use them. Use them, but not over abuse them. Not overuse it, not to overspend, just to use it enough, and then pay it down. But just to close it down thinking that you're ahead, no, you're not really ahead. It doesn't help to do that. So don't close the accounts. And last but not least, just seek help. You have to have some friends that have good credit. If you're hanging around with everyone and they all have bad credit, you're with the wrong friends. You have to, obviously they're not going to get you to where you need to be. So you'll have to, find someone or an accountant, who can maybe become your friend and help you figure out your situation. There's always someone to talk to. You just have to find them. So anyway, if your credit score is high or low, it takes time and it takes discipline. And you have to be like super patient sometimes. It's not going to go from, I think they start at 600 or 500, and it's not going to go skyrocket to 800 or 850. It takes time, and you have to develop those habits over time. Be patient. Same thing with getting rich. You don't get rich fast, because if you get rich fast, the money goes fast. It takes time. So just be patient, and you get there. So hopefully this helped you out. When I started, I didn't even know my credit score, and I paid cash for everything when I was younger, and I thought I had a good credit score, but I didn't have any credit. So I eventually got a credit debit card, and which means I put money in, put my own money, and I put I think $500. So I had to just make sure at the end of every month that 500 it was back to 500. So I would spend $30-$40 here and there, and then I would just put that money back at the end of the month. But now I use credit cards to get points. Use them now, I use them to get points, get free travel miles, money back. So now I'm using it to my benefit, but hopefully you'll get there. So you have to start somewhere. You start off building up, and then you start taking advantage of their promotions, because there's so many promotions. But the promotions, if you're smart, you can make a lot of money off it. But if you're just that person that's just gonna buy stuff they don't need, then that's what they want. They want you to be a sucker. But you gotta be smarter than that. So if you can control yourself and get a hold of your finances, then obviously it's gonna pay off, because then when you see they mail you stuff out all the time, and when you see those credit card promotions or bonuses, you take advantage, and then you use that against them, and then you travel. You enjoy the benefits, and there's so many benefits if you know how to play the game. This life is about playing games and understanding the game, and knowing your position, and knowing how to from your position achieve success. So I hope this helped everyone out. Obviously, I don't have the answers to everything, but I hope I brought you some insight, and hoping that I can help people's lives and help them figure it out, help you get better, and help you understand that we're all in it together, even though we're in our own houses and we have our own issues and going through things in life, that we can definitely get it done. You have to, like I used to watch Star Trek, and the Borg used to only have one mind, and that's how I feel we are. A lot of us are financially incapable of making our own decisions. So, like the Borg, it's like one mind, everyone does the same thing, and I think we're just stuck in that parallel where we think that it only can happen this way. But how about we turn the tide and we switch things around and make a difference? Because whether you have kids or not, family, you need to do it for yourself. You need to figure out how to get out of this bubble, how to get out of this rat wheel that you're running in, and this continually going into a circle and not getting out. You have to figure it out. I mean, I can talk to you 24 hours a day, and it's still up to you to figure this out. But I hope you can, and hopefully we can grow together. Like I said in my previous video, I want everyone to achieve success. I want everyone to become a better version of themselves. I want everyone to reach the goals, and the sky's the limit. So first thing, fix that credit score. You Google it, you figure it out, you cut your spending, you sacrifice, fix that credit score. it would do you a world of good. And then this, get you started on your path to success. Thank you anyway for coming to the channel and checking me out. Hopefully this helps you out. And if you have any comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I definitely will see you on the next video I bring out. Definitely let's keep ourselves financially motivated, because really, I'm telling you, there's so much benefits to life, and it starts with the money. I know everyone says money doesn't bring you happiness, but not having money doesn't bring you happiness either. So let's grab that goal. Let's get that money, and I want you to one day have so much money that you think it's just paper, that means nothing, that it's just it's nothing. But you have to get to that point, and we can get there together. Anyway, sorry for babbling on too long. Thank you for coming to the channel again. Like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye.